Guess what?
What?
UFC 230 main event's been announced.
Oh, amazing. Was it Jones Gustafson?
Nope.
Jones DC?
Nope.
165-pound title fight between Nate and Dustin?
Nope.
A non-title fight between Nate and Dustin?
A title fight? Not between them, no.
But who?
Valentina Shevchenko.
And Joanna?
You would think. Who else could she be facing?
But there isn't anyone else?
Who else could she be facing?
Nico Montano?
What if I were to tell you it was Sijara Eubanks?
Who the is Sijara Eubanks?
Who the is Sijara Eubanks? Welcome to today's Super Ad MMA show. We're going to talk about yet again, this seems to be a theme that we have every week now.
Getting kicked in the repeatedly by UFC matchmaking?
Well, another show fight. I'm just going to take a sip of my... We are not sponsored by Burger King.
But we'd like to be.
Have it your way. No, it's just another fight that the UFC have released. For what reason, we don't know. Well,
Dana says it's the fight which had to be made. It had to happen.
Well, if Dana said it had to be happen, you bet your bottom line,
I'm
you
sure
bet your bottom dollar it doesn't.
Fans have been blowing up his DMs and mentions on Twitter non-stop, demanding Shevchenko versus Eubanks.
I am fed up with this. I have been saying on this channel for a while now, the UFC, it's turning into a bit of a joke, really. But let's start at the beginning. If you were to have Valentina headline at 2:30, if I'm Dana, if that was your thought, your exact instinct at the start of this video is completely correct. There's only one person that fight needs to be with. Joanna.
Yeah.
Joanna said she signed a fight contract.
Well, yes, they were due to fight at 2:31. Not no more.
Sijara Eubanks has... And I hate saying this because we both have nothing but respect for anyone that steps into the cage, even CM Punk. She has no right to be in there with Valentina.
No.
She doesn't.
But does anybody in that division? Like, she is 3-2.
Yes, Rose. Or not Rose, sorry, Joanna.
But,
Don't make the fight.
I'm really
scraping the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah. Digging deep to get hang. She got to the final of The Ultimate Fighter.
And didn't make weight.
Yeah, but she got to the final.
Her kidneys shut down, Mel.
Yeah, but she got to the final.
That's about as good as we can really give, isn't it?
Yeah, there's beyond that. I mean,
what I just can't. Is this a case of the UFC they must be making a statement to either Joanna or Nick and Nate? It must be one of the two.
Nick
of those.
and Nate.
Dustin and Nate, yeah.
I think this is more to do with Dustin and Nate trying to strong arm themselves a title shot.
But do
the UFC just give them a big you know what, you guys.
But it's not a you to them, it's a you to us, the fans. Let us know, of course, what you think, but I mean, I can't honestly believe that this fight would take precedent even over a non-title fight of the two of them.
Headlining one of the world's greatest historical combat venues. Madison Square Garden, headlined by Sijara Eubanks, a 3-2 fighter.
Right. Well,
first of all, she's like, let's take it at face value. She's gonna get up.
I'm gonna bet every single penny that I have saved, everything, all of it, all £3.
It would be one of, if not the biggest upset, I would imagine, in UFC title fight history.
Oh, certainly in title fight history. The only one that comes close, ironically, would be a recent one, which would be Alvey and Big Nog. It's the only one I could think of that the odds would be as reflective as I imagine the odds are going to be for this fight.
Yeah.
Did you hear what Eubanks had to say to Joe Rogan?
Yes, well, for those who don't know, Joe Rogan was podcasting with Brendan Schaub, I believe, at the time.
Live when it was announced,
When it was announced, and I think he was as surprised as the rest of us because he, being a long-term UFC employee, didn't know who she was either.
So her statement was, "Hey, Joe Rogan,
what up?
I'll give you a little refresher next time you're in Jersey. We'll train some BJJ and you'll never forget me again. haha, or you and the rest of the world can tune in November 3rd and watch history. Yeah, the worst beating in UFC history.
Yeah, I usually like to try and stay impartial and give fight, especially, usually title challengers have got there on merit, and, they can be underdogs, but they're usually not dead dogs.
No, this is not a live dog at all.
No. I think, first of all, Shevchenko kills everyone in that division, and this is no exception. Doubt Joe will be taking up her offer.
No. Also, Sijara Eubanks, I think you'd be surprised.
Well, I was about to say, I can't really comment on Sijara Eubanks' jiu-jitsu because I just don't know.
I still think you'd be surprised.
Her Wikipedia page says she's a black belt.
So's Joe Rogan.
I know.
Although, roughly, going by the weight cut, they're roughly the same weight.
Going by her weight cut?
Going by her weight cut for The Ultimate Fighter, you'd have to imagine her and Joe Rogan are probably close to the, 200-pound mark?
I don't know. I don't even know what to make with this fight. It's just so out of left field. It makes no sense. There's so many better options. Like, just make Nate versus Dustin a 5-round main event. That's what the fans want to see. It's two guys who thrive in 5-round fights. It literally is the next pay-per-view after Conor. Win, lose, or draw. It sets up a rematch of some variety, especially if Nate wins. You're talking mega bucks, but no, we'd rather headline, one of the most prestigious UFC pay-per-views of the year with a fight, 1, nobody wants, and 2, nobody knows anything about.
But this goes back to what we were talking about earlier.
It's hardly going to be, we can say this, like, Sijara Eubanks, she does have a chance. Everybody's got a chance in a fight. There is no such thing as there is zero chance.
That's the problem, though. The only chance we're giving her is the same chance we'd give Joe Bloggs in the cage with her.
Not necessarily. She has her record isn't fantastic, but she is a trained fighter. Did get to the final of the Ultimate Fighter before the botched weight cut. Has fought in Invicta. She's not, like, we're being disrespectful because she has devoted her life to this game and she is getting her shot. But that being said, Shevchenko is a different beast, and I just don't think it's really a great advertisement for MMA, women's MMA, and the quality of that new division in general. I just don't see why you would want to advertise this as your flagship event, especially since even arguing against Shevchenko, because the UFC haven't trusted her in a position in a paper. I can't even remember, other than her title fight with Nunes, in any real prominent pay-per-view role.
No, not overly, but the thing is, even looking at Sijara Eubanks' record, she beat Lauren Murphy, she lost to Aspen Ladd, she lost to Caitlin Chikagian. I can't see the merit in this fight. I just think this division in general is Shevchenko and whoever else. Like, it's just so of
weak.
Course, and that's what I'm saying.
And that's why it seems daft that they're getting rid of the only fight which would have anyway interested fans in Shevchenko Joanna, because that is a fight people want to see.
It is a fight, and it's a fight that you and I would be keen to see and keen to watch. But what we're talking about all goes back to the real losers of this, the fans. And it's exactly as you said. It goes to show you the kind of folk that are in charge of the UFC at the moment, where it is more important for the UFC to do this to Nate Diaz and Dustin Poirier than it is for them to actually give the fans a fight. Because here's the thing, I understand not giving them the title shot if the UFC felt they were being leveraged. I get that. Seriously? You're going to punish the fans like this? This fight is... I'm saying this now. This is the worst title fight matchup I have ever seen in MMA history. Now, granted, there's a lot of weird fights have gone on in different organizations, but let's talk about mainstream UFC. Yeah, even just mainstream MMA.
It's the worst pay-per-view headliner I can think of in recent memory. We actually ran a poll on our Twitter, and I think...
Where could you find that, Mel?
At Super Rad MMA on Twitter.
Nice.
But I believe the results were something like 97% voted that this is the worst pay-per-view main event.
What 3%? Where?
There's one person out there. Who are you? And we want to know what is worse.
What are you smoking? Because I want some. Like, that's ridiculous. Like, I mean, this is as close to a cert of a fight. This is as close to a rigged fight as you can get.
It's not. I mean, that's being harsh. No, I don't like throwing rigged and fixed and stuff about.
I don't mean it's rigged or fixed, but what I'm saying is it's as close as you can get. Setting someone up, setting Sijara Eubanks up and feeding her to someone like Valentina Shevchenko is as close to fixing a fight without actually fixing a fight as you can get.
Yeah, you would imagine she'll be fairly outclassed, but I don't know. Maybe Sijara Eubanks will shock the world and certainly us. Let us know what you think.
Absolutely. We have some big news coming over the next couple of weeks, so stick with us. That's our thoughts on this fight. Be sure to to let us know what you think in the comments down below. If you think that Sijara Eubanks has been unfairly treated by myself, or even by you, or by the public, let us know. If you know something that we don't, please, we're all ears, because I'm hoping that there's something redeeming about this fight, but I just can't see it.
No.
Peace.